Don't know where I am right now, but that wee dot, I'll get this on the, there's my sat nav here. That wee bit of water is over there, my thumb is, that's Sligo. So I'm this far down from Sligo, and now I'm heading to that wee flag, which is a castle. But like everything else, which we lay by here, we country road here now, and it needs investigating. It might be something great, or it might be a heap of shite like. Orville Park, dedication in 2000. This woman has something to do with it, they have something to do with it from the top. I haven't got time to read all that, but look it up on the internet. I can hear water. I can hear water, Will. Right. Oh, I've no battery in my pocket for this thing. I must just grab a wee battery here and go on. There must be a spectacular waterfall or something in here. The bridge, that's the bridge over there. The water goes under the bridge, like all bridges. A couple of buns, they must belong to a local. Wee blue sign over there for walkers. I'll just grab a wee battery here. Because we might get so spectacular pet and the battery run out. You don't know these things. I'm not bothered about the hat this time. I'm not worried about the hat this time. I'm in the shade. There's a wee blue out. There's a river walk up there. We might just do a river walk. Why am I going back here again? Well, I might as well do a river walk. It might be if we go down this way, we could come back. Might come back that way. So they don't cut much grass here. This project was funded by Sligo County Council, EU. I was on something else that's all faded. And apparently they didn't fund a wee footpath in here. Oh, there's the curb. There's the curb of the footpath. So I think when they built this plant wasn't here. I like getting wee plants out. There you are, a bit of waterfall in there. Ah, what's that? What is that? A patch of grass. So it must be from that river walk out up above. But you can't see nothing like. Trees everywhere. And that must be a big, must be lots of water. Look how much the rockets carved out over there. But when they cross the road, well, that means I have to go get my hat then. Oh, there's another waterfall. But like, on the wrong side, on the top of it, you need to get down below it. Ah, what? Another apartment there. See, I wasn't expecting much, but I heard the water. And then the water got me excited. That's what happens, water does that to you. You're all excited when you look at the curve. I don't know, health and safety. That's why they didn't put a path on Pet. The thing is, if we go up this path now, Riverside Walk, it might be a mile from the river. What do they call it? Well, that's why we'll try the Riverside Walk here, Pet. That's why we're the only one here. I'll check for cars. Come on now, honey. Let's try this Riverside Walk. Probably was to my farmyard. My boy left the gate open 100 years ago, and path widened over the. Oh, nice and cool here. Started off raining this morning. It's only 12 degrees. It's up to about 17 now. Oh, look at that. First time to actually see one. A house made of shipping containers. The actual house is made from shipping containers. First time to see one. See, unless you go off the beaten track, you're not going to see these things. That's what I keep saying. If you stick to the main roads, and if you go to where you're going to go, you're never going to discover nothing. You're just going to see the thing you knew you were going to see. But we don't want to be in the scorching heat, Willow. Riverside Walks means nice and cool. This is going up a mountain. Well, hopefully it turns into a patch of trees. I'd be interested to know when that house is built, when they knock down that wee cottage. Don't even hear water here now. I don't even hear it. So the riverside walk, and you can't even hear the water. I hear a wee tiny bit in the distance, away down the valley. There's a group of mountain wallow. You see, in all fairness, they did say riverside walk. They didn't say it was beside that river. There could be another river 10 mile away. That's going to. But look, your tongues, you're not going to survive in this here. You're out in. We'll give it one more corner pit. I'm going to have to call it quits. I was expecting nice sea breezes and all. I'm not climbing mountains. A lot of flies here, Willow. In saying that, that's the first cut grass I've seen. They haven't cut none of the grass. None of the councils over here have cut the grass along the main roads. So, whoever maintains this has cut the grass. A lot of flies. These flies haven't seen humans in ages, I reckon. Wallow, they're all coming around to examine me. Oh, here a wee green sign now. I can hear the water now again. Wallow, it's getting more hopeful. Hopefully I get rid of these flies too. Not that I'm anything against wee flies, as long as they're not on top of me. There's a private house there now. They've got their own bridge over the river. That might be a big estate in there. And that wee thatched cottage could be in a gate lodge or some kind. Well, the gate's lying open, but we'll do our bit. Now, see, coronavirus too, you see. It's probably left open because it's coronavirus. I'll leave it as it is. Not that wee man there, he's got coronavirus, he's turned red. Yeah, now you see a wee bit of rubber now. Oh, wee waterfall. So it must be the rock that's here. The waterfalls there is the same as the waterfalls that last place, on a smaller scale. And it's a bit like Drummani waterfalls of Fermanagh. The only thing with them steps there, they're going sideways. All they need is one more line of trees there and make us a wee wood. Instead of happening at the edge of the wood. They didn't need this fence here. Why are you putting an industrial fence up? See a wee nice cool. The flies are coming in after us, Willow. They're everywhere. Look at the flies are everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, Willow's nice and cool now. She's in the shade. Oh, this is still worth a seeing now. Everybody likes a wee waterfall. So beautiful. There's a cow walk up there this morning. Got up to see an old castle. And so far we've seen a ghost town and a couple of waterfalls. The only problem too, well, they don't sign the sign walk goes for half a mile, there's nothing to tell you. And you'd hate to go a half a mile and turn back just to think maybe it was a spectacular waterfall just round the corner we missed out on. Look, it costs the right bit of money putting them concrete posts up. I've never seen concrete posts used on a wood before. They always use wooden. But they do things differently down here. Probably some councillor has a brother-in-law who makes concrete posts. So when the contract went out, well, the brother-in-law got the contract. Best come here in the autumn pit. And with no leaves on it, that'll look well. A wee bit more rain in it. So I think we will do that. We'll come back, we'll hang in the autumn. It's a right bit from my house down here. And the days get dark early. Wee bridge, Wallow! Wee bridge! It's a wee bit rattly, so it is. A wee bit rattly. What's that? It's not slippy. Oh, it's a rattly one, Willow. Oh, it's a rattly one. Actually, it wasn't that hard, was it? See, water everywhere, Pet, and you can't get in this. With that problem done in Donegal, don't know, we couldn't get in the water. Look at that wee pool down there. You could, if this fence wasn't here, well, maybe it's a wee bit steep, we could climb down over there. But you would think that some local person here has a wee dog and walks this and would have made a hole in the fence for the wee dog to get into the water. But I suppose a local person couldn't climb that fence himself. Yeah, butterfly, he's a different one. Look at that there, butterfly. Last week was a bee movie, now it's a butterfly movie this week, Willow. Thing is, I don't know if I'm getting that on the camera or not. It's very hard to see with the brown leaves. More up on your wee wings, make it a bit easier for me. I don't know. You think, you know, I'm going to a bit of effort. The least a butterfly can do is flap his wings a wee bit. No, my head, well. It's round as you, Pet. It's round as you. There's something behind us, Willow. We can get murdered up here. I'll ask for some local advice now. How far does this go? But you can't always blame locals. Oh, it's only a wee minute. Probably half an hour. More, Willow. Wait a minute, Willow. What does this go for? How far does this path go? I don't know this place at all. I'm just passing by.
It's only a few hundred yards more to come
Right.
to the little village. I'm not good at distances now.
Aye.
It'll take about 5 minutes.
No bother. Thank you.
Where are you from yourself?
London Dairy.
Oh. So you're in holidays down here?
I have a wee caravan up at Florence Court.
Where's Transport?
Outside on Skill. Black Lion.
Okay. Oh, very good. You're taking a long journey down then, haven't you?
So I want to get down to, is it Eski Castle?
Easky, yeah.
Eski Castle.
You're on the road.
I want to go down that direction, but see if I come across something, I always stop.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of times I go somewhere I don't get there, but that's the heading. And then,
So you see a lot on the way.
alright, so all the brown signs I pass on the way back, then I'll stop off at every brown sign, everywhere along the coast I'll stop off.
You didn't stop at Artras, did you?
What do you call it?
Artras.
No.
There's a sign on the road which in here in Sligo. It says Artras, the beach bar.
Right.
It's a very nice sea, you know, walk
Aye.
down the sea, but that's taking about an hour, so that might be a bit long for you.
Aye.
And there's a nice coffee shop in there as well.
Right.
Bar and coffee shop.
When I get down to the wee castle, I'll get her fed, she'll have a wee sleep, I'll go around the castle,
Right.
and then if I get back,
you can climb up to the top of the castle.
I seen it on YouTube, like, it looks good, like, no health and safety, like.
No, be careful.
Thank
I
you.
don't think there are any rains either. You know. Anyway,
Nice meeting you.
Take care.
They said 5 minutes, Pet, and they're not walking much faster than you, so I reckon 7 minutes. Goes to a wee village, Pet, a wee village. Why am I still wearing this fleece? I shouldn't be wearing this fleece now. Temperatures go up quickly, so does today. Go up quickly. The fence spoils it. The fence does spoil the path. Now, in all fairness, the roads have dropped down most of the way. Maybe one's half fell off it, but what's that fence about? Why have two fences? You're caged in, like. There's the other farmer's fence further back. But even if the fence was that height, it's too high. No wee seats along the way. I'm at the other end of this walk. There's a village or small town. I haven't got a clue where it is. Oh no, well, I'm heading back. I met a couple of ladies. They told me where it ended off and all like in a village. But I think that might be the main road had I not turned off. There's a big waterfall underneath the bridge. But you can't see it, it's a big drop. But around this corner there's a very big drop under the river. You think it was something like cut out for canals or something like that. Nature must have done it, but it's really cut deep. The sun's shining now, so come on this way now. We Waller's a bit bored with this walk. See, walks like this here, I'll do it the once, I won't do it a second time. There's a waterfall there now, like. You need to be here in the winter time, the autumn, when there's no leaves. But I wouldn't travel to it. If I was on that main road, I would stop off at it. But I wouldn't tell anybody to drive 20 miles to come and see it. If I didn't have these wire fences, it would have been nicer, but in saying that, like, it is dangerous there, like. But the majority of it's not dangerous. That there is a really, like, you're on top of the tree over there, there's the tree at the top of it. That is really, really deep there. But that's the only bit, really. Come on now, well, we're going to go back to the car. We're going to go back to the car. And no more getting out then, Pet. You get something to eat then, I reckon. We're not far off this. Eski Castle's the name of it. Eski. It's one of the locals was able to give me the correct pronunciation. I'm no good at pronouncing these names. So never much good at reading at school. I can read the thing, but I don't always know how it's supposed to be pronounced. So you don't see nothing there. It's way, way deep in there, like way deep in there. You don't even hear the water, it's that deep. See where that's that deep, but now maybe nobody started us. There's the water there. You got rock on both sides. That would be an ideal spot there to put a wee dam for hydroelectric power. Now it's not going to power a town, but I would say that wee river there could power a few houses, maybe a wee business. Oh look, two wee butterflies. Get up the hanky panky there. One's chatting up the other. One's chasing the other one anyway. See, it doesn't matter what species it is. They're all up to the same night. Carry on. Not quite as deep there, but it's very still and quite. It's not as deep down, but the water's pretty deep itself and still. Nice wee place for a swim if it was warm. No, well, this bridge is making noise and scaring me. Willow, isn't it, Pet? Aye, that's a noisy bridge, Willow. Come on, Pet.